public health professionals. So, welcome. Today we have an interesting public health seminar that is devoted to quality, efficacy, and transparency in the medical recommendations and practices of national health institutions and across in the medical world. There will be examples from H1N1 crisis and the vaccine Gardasil. We have a guest, Dr. Felipe del Chazonnes. Sorry for wrong pronunciation, but I will try to introduce our speaker today, and then we will start the seminar. So, Dr. de Chazonnes is a field general practitioner, both in the clinic and the field since 1990s, committed to medical ethics and doctors' independence with respect.
Ça vient souvent des très hautes autorités.
Most of the time it comes from the very high authorities.
Qui ensuite se servent des médias,
who then speak out to the media,
des leaders d'opinion,
and use opinion leaders.
Et ce que recherche le patient quand il va voir un professionnel de santé,
and what the patient is looking for when he goes to see a health professional,
c'est le meilleur traitement
is the best treatment
pour lui,
for him,
en suivant, si possible, l'évidence-based médecine.
Following, if possible, evidence-based medicine.
Et c'est comme ça que s'instaure un climat de confiance entre le médecin et le patient.
And that's how you can have a mutual trust between a doctor and a patient.
Alors, pour la qualité des recommandations,
so concerning quality of recommendation,
on se base donc sur
an association of which I'm the president in de la Réunion,
qui œuvront dans l'indépendance médicale,
who work in the medical independence field,
et au niveau international, une des références,
and on the international level, one of the references,
c'est la librairie Cochrane,
is Cochrane Library,
qui est présente dans tous les pays du monde.
which is present in each country of the world.
Et quand la Cochrane Librairie dit quelque chose,
And when Cochrane Library says something,
c'est en général après étude de très nombreuses publications
in general it's after a lot of studies and publications,
dont les auteurs ont déclaré ou n'ont pas de conflit d'intérêt.
of which the authors have declared or not conflicts of interest.
Je mettrai dans 8 jours maximum ce PowerPoint sur le site Médocéan.
I will put in maximum 8 days the PowerPoint on the site Médocéan.
Et vous verrez qu'une vidéo de Thomas Jefferson,
And you will see that there's a video of Thomas Jefferson,
qui est une grande personnalité de la librairie Cochrane,
who is a great personality of the Cochrane Library,
et qui vous démontre le non-intérêt de vaccin contre le H1N1.
who shows you actually why the H1N1 vaccine is not efficient.
Voilà, merci beaucoup de votre écoute. Ce qui serait intéressant, c'est qu'il y ait quelques questions peut-être.
So thank you very much for listening. What would be interesting is if you had any questions.
Yes.
I have a question. You are raising very important issues such as conflict of interest and how to avoid those situations and make sure that the most effective medication reaches the patient. However, most of the drugs.
Just
You need to translate.
Donc, elle dit que tu souhaites des points très importants, notamment les conflits d'intérêts.
If the state is going to finance for drug trial, how feasible it will be for developing countries or underdeveloping countries? You are just seeing developed countries like Australia or France, where state funds can be accessed to pay for the drug trial and also see for the healthcare. And how about the countries like India or China or other developing countries or underdeveloped countries?
Et donc, du coup, c'est pour continuer sur la même lancée, sur la même question, en fait, il aimerait savoir, parce que les exemples du coup, qu'on donne fonctionnent avec les pays développés, Mais comment ça se passerait avec des pays en voie de développement comme la Chine, comme l'Inde?
Mais la majorité, enfin beaucoup d'études cliniques se font dans des pays sous-développés.
The majority of drug trials are made in developing countries
À l'insu des patients,
without the patients knowing.
parce que finalement, un Africain de plus ou de moins, c'est pas très important.
Because the industry doesn't really care for one African more or less.
C'est terrible de dire ça,
It's very awful to say that,
mais c'est la vérité.
but it's the truth.
Le vaccin contre le Gardasil a été testé en Afrique il y a 20 ans, 25 ans,
The vaccine against Gardasil has been tested in Africa 20 years ago
et a probablement fait des milliers d'effets indésirables,
and probably caused thousands of after effects,
sauf qu'ils n'ont pas les moyens de faire un procès au laboratoire.
except that they don't have the means to sue the laboratories.
L'autre problème qui se pose, c'est que parfois ces essais utilisent des patients
The other problem is that those tests sometimes use patients
qu'on va rémunérer,
that we will pay,
et si c'est un patient très pauvre,
and if it's a very poor patient,
il va l'accepter.
he will accept it.
C'est malheureux, mais c'est ça la vérité.
It's the sad, sad truth.
We are aware of it.
Il n'y a aucune éthique dans ce domaine.
There is no ethic in that domain.
Yeah, it's much cheaper to run the trial of familial Mediterranean disease. It's quite widespread. And there are 2,000 people in the US who have this disease. And colchicine is an old drug, and it was produced before FDA was established. And then recently FDA said, if any drug company would be interested in supporting drug trials to show the efficacy or efficiency of these drugs, we would give them a patent. So such company in the US run the test, but not on FMF patients, but on a different group of patients that use the same drug. But the FDA made a decision for FMF patients as well. So as a result, only one company can sell the drug colchicine in the US, and the FMF patients were suffering because it was not helping, it was not preventing their attacks. So there are lots of patient groups, as Dr. Felipe mentioned. Patients get united, they have their associations, and they try to raise the issue. There are also physicians who get together and they raise the issue in front of their legislators. They appeal to their the Senate or the House of Representatives to solve this issue. But there is so much bureaucracy involved that sometimes even FDA experts understand that there was a mistake. Okay, there was not enough evidence to make a decision, but it's very difficult to cancel that decision. And I know I heard the story from one of the activists who was very active, whose family members suffered because of this decision. And they are very active, they are fighting against this decision, but so far it hasn't been resolved. And the FMF patients in the States were trying to get colchicine from other countries that would help their patients, like from Canada, from France, even from Armenia, because Armenia is currently producing colchicine. So this kind of mistakes, maybe intentional, maybe unintentional, can happen. But they have wider effects on other countries as well.
C'est un peu le même problème en Europe, où la France, maintenant, essaye de réduire beaucoup les conflits d'intérêts.
It's the same problem that you have in France today, where France tries to reduce conflicts of interest.
Mais l'autorité sanitaire européenne, l'EMEA,
But the EMA, the European Sanitary Authority,
a beaucoup de conflits d'intérêts chez ses décideurs.
has a lot of conflicts of interest.
Et ce que dit l'Europe est au-dessus de ce que dit la France.
And what Europe says is over what France says.
Du coup, vous avez raison, il faut que chaque État ait des autorités fortes.
And you are right, each state has to have strong authorities.
Pour avoir des autorités fortes et indépendantes, il faut parfois des scandales.
To have independent and strong authorities.
Et,
Scandals sometimes.
et on sait qu'il y a un scandale quand les patients sont forts.
And we know that there is a scandal when the patients are strong.
Donc il faut que les médecins et les patients se donnent la main
So patients and doctors need to hold hands
avant que les scandales arrivent.
before the scandals arrive.
Parce qu'une fois que le scandale arrive,
Because once the scandal is there,
beaucoup de patients cherchent l'indemnité
a lot of patients look for indemnity.
et ça fausse un peu le problème.
And it tampers with the problem.
Et c'est pour ça que des petites associations dans
And
tous les
that's
pays
why
du
small
monde
associations in each country of the world
essaient de mettre en garde les autorités sanitaires
try to warn sanitary authorities
avant que les scandales arrivent.
before the scandal arrives.
Il est 18h.
It's 6 o'clock.
Une dernière question peut-être?
One small question. Sorry guys. Why the health agency or people like you doesn't think of having a centralized institution where they run the trials, but the funding is through that institution? Like maybe the pharmaceutical laboratory have found a formula which hypothesized like it will treat a disease, but he can't run his own show of trial. Maybe he comes to this institution, I want to run the trial, I pay this much, or you give me the budget so that I will pay you the money, please run for me the trial. So the centralized institution may have the authority and they have the more, transparent way of executing the trial and getting the results without any tampering.
Donc pourquoi en fait est-ce qu'il
Health world, because pharmaceutical industry is more business oriented, but public health professionals are more idealistic. So that's why I think about mechanisms, and I think this is a thought-provoking seminar. Thank you, Dr. Felipe. I think it's easier for me to pronounce your last name. And I'm happy that you were here to share your thoughts and you to think about this in your everyday life. Practice when you face an issue, or when in one of your classes you read the New York Times article on Crestor, remember? The PI was the creator of another test who was getting money from each test that was being conducted, and so you can think of the conflict of interest situation further. Whenever you read something new or you learn something new. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.